Welcome to another Connection here on TKO8 Television. Dennis King, thanks for joining us on the Connection Show this week. Each week we have different organizations send their representatives in, and we talk to them about what's going on around our broadcast area. And we do appreciate all those organizations and the many things that they do for the Harrison and surrounding areas. And we have some good ones too. And usually volunteers are the key to the success of all of those, and we do appreciate all the volunteers. Stay with us, be back in a moment. We're going to talk with a lady that we talk to quite often from the Boone County Senior and Wellness Center. We'll be back.
Crystal clear mountain streams, river rapids, and rolling hills with endless valleys. The beauty of the Ozarks we often take for granted. At Magnus Toyota, we never underestimate the value of our customers. As a third-generation family-owned business, Magnus Toyota has been operating here in the Ozarks for over 50 years. When we make a new deal, we make a new friend. Stop in and visit us today and see why our customers say we're the best. Magnus Toyota, your hometown Toyota dealer on Highway 65 North in Harrison.
Stop in at White Oak Station on Capps Road in Harrison and fill up with Shell gasoline, the highest quality gasoline with more miles per gallon, saving you money. Sign up for the Fuel Rewards card and save 5 cents per gallon every time. Plus, get an extra 5 cents off on Razorback Wednesdays. That's a savings of 10 cents per gallon. Check out their expanded deli and hot and cold food items. Capps Road, White Oak Station, where customer service is their #1 goal.
Back on Connection here on TKO8 Television. Our first guest today is Chris Kendall, who's the director of the Boone County Wellness Center, Senior and Wellness Center. I'll get it in a minute. Here in Harrison. Chris, good to see you again. Happy holidays to you.
Same to you. Thank you for having me again.
You bet. Lots of things always going on at the Senior Center, and we're in the holiday season. And so I'm sure you've got a little extra stuff that goes on during the holidays. I've got obviously the bulletin that you send out, which is I'm very appreciative that you send out. If somebody wanted to get a copy, can they get an email copy of this?
Yes, we do email the newsletter to everyone every month. We don't mail it just because of postage cost, but you can stop by the Senior Center and pick one up, and we do distribute them around town as well. And so, you can go out and about and pick them up. You can come to the center, or there's several places that we drop them off, or call and we'll put you on the email list as well. I also post it on Facebook too, so if you're on Facebook, then you can look on Facebook.
Good. Well, it's very informative and well done. If you'd like to get a copy of it, pick it up somewhere, or if you'd just like to get on their email list, which is perfect, comes to you. We can save a tree and not have paper coming to you. But call Chris out at the center, and they'll put you on the list. December, obviously, you'll be closed some. We'll talk about that in a minute. I guess the most important thing for immediacy is your bake sale.
Yes.
Okay, and the deadline is?
It's tomorrow. Okay. It is December 14th is the deadline to order. But we will have things, we're going to bake some extra. We learned that from our Thanksgiving bake sale, to bake some extra and have them on hand. And so you can call and see what we have left, and see if there's some things left available for pickup. But we have several kinds of cookies. I think we have six different items, 6 different cookies that you can choose from. We have giant cupcakes. We have cinnamon rolls. They are decorated as a Christmas tree, and you can order a small, which includes 6 cinnamon rolls. A medium includes 12 cinnamon rolls, and 10 cinnamon rolls. And then the large includes 14 cinnamon rolls, and they're priced about $2 each. And so, and they're yeast rolls that rise, and they're, homemade, made from scratch. They are delicious. So, like I said, they're decorated as a Christmas tree, so they'd be a great, addition to a holiday table anytime that you're having a party, or just just for your family.
I was looking on the list here. I didn't see anything I didn't like on their list. I noticed here you got pies and cobblers, and then you have different cupcakes and all kinds of cookies, and do have sugar-free options, obviously.
Yes, we
do. And the cinnamon rolls, I've actually had your cinnamon roll out there. My goodness, that is. That's what, if you're not into calories, you don't want one of their cinnamon rolls. And then the dinner rolls are nice, very nice for the holidays. And see, so much of this, you can buy it, you can freeze it, and you can keep it until you're ready for your holiday meal, if you will, with the family or friends, and that makes it nice.
Yes, it does. And I'm placing an order for my family, and that's what I'll do is I'll have it frozen, and then and I'll take it home and keep it in my freezer until it's time for our holiday dinners. And so you just thaw it out and reheat it if you choose to. Our cobblers they're not baked at all, and so those will, they're kind of a take and bake item.
Right.
We have apple, cherry, and cobbler to choose, or apple, cherry, and peach to choose from.
Right.
With the cobblers. The cupcakes are giant cupcakes, and so they're about that big around, and there's about 6 servings in each giant cupcake, and they're absolutely delicious.
You're not shorting anyone on any of this, I'm sure.
No.
And the good thing about this bake sale, obviously, is it goes to a great cause. It goes. All the money goes to the Boone County Senior and Wellness Center, and all the things that they do for the senior citizens in the area, and they do a lot. We're going to talk about a little bit of that in a moment. But anyway, so get in on the bake sale, get a hold of them right away. Tomorrow's really the deadline, but they may have some extras, so don't give up. You can call and see what they have extra. If they have some leftover stuff, they'll be happy to sell it to you. So.
That's right. And our Thanksgiving bake sale, if you know someone who got something from the Thanksgiving bake sale, I heard nothing but good things about everything that we sold. I took some home for my family as well, and it was gone with in no time. We have the pecan pies too. Everybody likes to have I can't say everybody, but most folks like to have those desserts with their holiday meals or before. And it's just a great way to if you don't have the time or the expertise to make these things, then by all means let us help you to enjoy the holidays a little better.
That's great.
So, yeah.
I think we've talked about this. What's the Subaru Share program? How does that work?
The Subaru Share the Love. It's officially the 2018 Subaru Share the Love event.
Okay. And
what that is anytime anyone purchases or leases a Subaru throughout the year, or through November 15th to January 2nd, they choose from different charities that Subaru will give a $250 donation to. And how it works for us is Meals on Wheels America is one of those charities.
Okay.
And so if Meals on Wheels America is chosen in Arkansas, then the Boone County Senior Activity and Wellness Center gets a share, or it depends on how much we promote the event as well. We can get up to 2 shares of the revenue that is brought in from, or not the revenue, but the donations that are brought in from the sale or lease of a Subaru. And so, when we take part in promoting it, then we get a portion of those donations.
Very good.
And in past years we had received $300, $400, $500, but last year I'm very excited to say that we received a $10,000 donation from them, and so this event can be very, very beneficial to the center, and
That's a lot.
we were very thankful to see that donation, and want to give a big shout out to Subaru, and to Meals on Wheels America for doing that.
That's
for
fantastic.
us. It was a great burden that was lifted.
Fantastic.
So.
We got about 5 minutes. We always have plenty to talk about.
Yes.
Shepherd of the Hills Trail. Are you going to that?
Yes, we're going next Tuesday to the Shepherd of the Hills, and that's going to be a dinner and a play, that a show, and then afterwards they agreed to allow us to do the Trail of Lights as well.
Nice.
And it's all for $36 for adults. And then for children, they've also given us a special rate, and I believe it was $25 and some change. I can't remember exactly, but it is in our newsletter if you'd like to participate in that, and then let us know. We cannot transport children, and children is ages 4 up to 16. Anyone under 4 there's no cost, because they look at it as, you know, they're going to be eaten off of mom or dad's tray or grandma or grandpa's.
Okay.
And so, you know, it's a great family event that you can go to.
That sounds like fun. Also
on the 18th, we are hosting our Share the Love event, our 2018 Subaru Share the Love event at the center. It's going to be a lunchtime spaghetti luncheon, and so you can come and learn even more about the event and have lunch with us. Of course, seniors, we ask a $3 donation for their meal. Anyone who is not eligible to be a member, it's $6.54. It's a charge at the door, so for lunch. But you're welcome to come.
It's a great deal. I promise you. I've been there. It's fantastic food. Yes. No, you're going to be closed 24th and 25th.
Yes, we are.
To the center be closed.
Then, of course, January 1st will be closed as well to celebrate the new year.
Right.
We also have a TV raffle that we're raffling at the center. It's a 40-inch TV.
Okay.
And that's only $5 per ticket, and tickets will be sold through next Friday through the 21st.
Okay.
And you can purchase those up until that day, and we'll be raffling it at 12:45, just right after lunch. So,
on what date?
Next Friday on the 21st.
Okay.
Yes.
So you'll be raffling the TV off.
Yeah. And then we have special things going on tomorrow. Tomorrow is our holiday lunch. We'll have the ham and candied yams and, you know, all the fixins. Apple cobbler will be tomorrow as well. Yes, very delicious. But then we also have something really special going on too, and you'll just have to come and see what that is. You know, we'll have a very special guest there. Actually, a few special guests
that people probably know.
Yeah, possibly, yes. And then we'll also have holiday music going as well. So
good. December 29th, birthday lunch.
Yes. Each month we celebrate birthdays. Anyone who has had a birthday during that month can come in, and we sing happy birthday to everyone, and anniversaries too. We include anniversaries as well, and so if you celebrated a birthday or an anniversary, we invite you to come that day. And we have one of the facilities here in Harrison comes and brings ice cream for us on that day too.
Nice.
So, yes.
Well, it sounds like you've got a pretty active December.
Very active.
And
yes.
if you haven't been out to the Boone County Senior and Wellness Center, you should go by. And you don't have to be a senior to go by. I mean, obviously, she just mentioned the cost of a luncheon. It's a great luncheon, and it helps them. And it's good to have different faces, different people come in and join them. A lot of the faces there probably are familiar to the staff and everybody, and on a regular basis. But a lot of people just go once in a while, and so if you have a chance, go out there and see what all they have to offer, and particularly if you're a senior, get involved. They have a lot of activities. They take trips. They have exercise classes. They do a little bit of everything, and it's all for the seniors, and that's wonderful about it. I think we covered about everything. We got you covered?
I think so. I hope we covered everything. There's usually something that, oh man, I forgot to mention.
We tried
that,
to anyway.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, I hope you have a very Merry Christmas.
Thank you too.
We will obviously see you after the first of the year.
Yes.
Stay with us. Be back in a moment. We have another lady who will be joining us to talk about another place in Harrison that a lot of people go to. It's the Boone County Library. Stay with us.
Whether you're looking for a gift or something for yourself, Harness Boots and Shoes makes it easy to shop for the most popular brands and styles of footwear available. You'll find a huge selection of Western boots for men, women, and children, including brands such as Tony Lama, Dan Post, Double H, Ariat, Justin, and Twisted X. Looking for a good quality insulated or work boot? Try on a pair of Irish Setter, Rocky, or Danner. And to keep your feet dry during those rainy days, try on a pair of waterproof boots from Muck or Bogs. Harness Boots and Shoes on the west side of the square in beautiful downtown Harrison.
This is Linda Tamayo, Operations Coordinator at the North Ark Carroll County Center in Berryville, and I am a pioneer. I graduated from NEC in 2012, and now I'm here to help you achieve your goals. I can tell you all about our college services and classes, y también hablo español. There are expanded class offerings available now, including CNA and Administrative Medical Assisting classes. Stop by the Carroll County Center at 804 West Freeman in Berryville today.
Enroll now for spring classes. Classes start January 14th. For quality, value, and convenience, think North Ark first. We're your college.
Back on Connection here on TKO8 Television. Our next guest in the studio comes to see us quite often, and we like to talk to her because there's lots of things always going on at the Boone County Library. The director is Ginger Schonenberger. Ginger,
hey,
good to see
morning.
you. Happy holidays to you.
Oh, well, thank you. You too. You too.
So we're going to talk about a few things today, but actually we're going to concentrate a little bit on a new program that you mentioned actually the last time you were here, but now you're ready to roll with it.
We are.
And
you just a pun on words because it's a rolling.
It is rolling.
It's a rolling
I thought
computer.
you were actually. I thought you just got in on an airline flight when you came to see me today.
Yes.
You were rolling her in.
Yes.
Before we get there,
yes.
let's talk a little bit about. You got the holidays, and I know you'll be closed some during the holidays.
Yes. Yes.
Maybe kind of briefly.
Yeah, if I can touch on just a couple of things that we're going to do.
Yeah.
Well, for tonight, example, we're going to be having an adult program with Jean Hankins. She's our adult programmer.
Okay.
And she's going to be making snowball soup.
Okay.
So that's going to be fun tonight. That's at 5:30.
Okay.
And then also today at 4 o'clock, we're going to be doing the school-age children. They're going to be decorating some Christmas ornaments.
Okay.
And then also don't forget that we do have our music on the mezzanine.
Mm-hmm.
We do that every December. And this coming week on the 18th, we're going to be having Valley Springs Elementary students coming in. That's K through 5.
Okay.
And they'll be singing on the mezzanine. That's always such a great time to have, you know, the Christmas music and all types of music on the mezzanine. And then as you spoke, we are going to be closing on Monday, which is Christmas Eve, and we're closed Christmas Day. We'll reopen on Wednesday at normal time. And then the 31st, which is New Year's Eve, we'll be closing at 2 to give our
closed
staff.
on New Year's Day.
Yes, and then we're closed New Year's Day to give our.
I noticed one thing here on the bulletin.
Yes.
The after school program on the 20th, they're doing Mickey's Christmas Carol cartoon program. That sounds like fun.
They're going to be doing a movie for the children and also the big kids. Come on, I like Mickey's Christmas. But we're going to be doing that as well as we'll have some treats when they do that. So that will be next Thursday, I believe.
Okay.
Is that right?
Yes.
I think
that's
it
correct.
is. Yes.
And let's see if there's anything else.
And then there's no more programming for the week of Christmas. That way the staff
slow,
has so it's kind of slow, and this way the staff has a chance to get everything prepared for the first of the year.
Okay.
So yeah.
But did we cover everything now that we want to talk about the
I think we did, actually, yes. And like I said, don't forget, we always have programming anyway. Wednesdays and Thursdays, we have our story times for the children. And every Tuesday and Thursday, we always have some programming for the adults. So if anybody needs some information, they can always call us at 870-741-5913. They can always look at our website, which is BooneCountyLibrary.org.
Have a good website.
Right, and they can look on there and get some information.
Yeah. Let me mention one thing before we move into this.
Sure.
Next week's show, part of the show, we're going to have Tina Farmer come in from the Boone County Library. She does the genealogy programs and has for some time. Very popular. Genealogy, I would say, probably one of the most popular things that they do at the library as far as programs go. So she's going to come in. Ginger may come with her, or we may have somebody else come. But we're going to kind of let people know. A lot of people are interested in genealogy, particularly this time of the year. A lot of people like to get into that. So she's going to tell how that all works and so forth. So don't miss next week's show. She's coming in from the library.
Yes.
Okay. So what this is this program? How did this get started, real quickly?
Well, I've really always wanted to do something like this, and what it's called Computer on Wheels. Okay, and it's a backpack, and it literally has wheels.
Right. And
you can pull it.
Yes.
Okay, and it's an entire computer inside except for the monitor. Okay, so you have to have a TV, but the TV can't be one of those old, you know, crank screw. Yes, exactly. Thank you. You know those terminology that I don't. So it has to be a little bit newer of a TV monitor to hold the HDMI cords.
Right.
Okay, so but there's a lot of people out there that might be coming, like we have visiting nurses and such, and they don't want to bring their entire computer with them. So all they have to do is come to the library, and all they need is a library card to check it out. And that's almost how I got this idea. We were on the square, and we were doing the Fall Harvest Festival, and I had a visiting nurse, and when she travels, she doesn't carry her computer. You know, she does sometimes bring her laptop, but it's still not very convenient. You know, you need something a little bit bigger sometimes. Right. Sometimes you can't see it. Right. So anyway, so she had said that she would like to come in and wanted to know if we could let her borrow a computer. And I said, well, I'm sorry, we don't have that program just yet, but that is something we're working on. So that's kind of how it got birthed, is that we do have people that their computer may break. Sure. They may be visiting in town. You never know. Your computer broke and you needed to turn a paper in or get some interview questions or something. Yeah. You know?
Good idea.
So basically it is a computer in a rolling backpack, and it's got everything in here that's needed, I said, except for the monitor. It's got your keyboard. Right. Okay. It's got your mouse. Yep. It's got the directions. It gives you step-by-step visual directions. Yeah. Okay, on how to do it.
That's a good point.
And
I needed those trying to hook up a computer.
Yes, exactly. It's even got your own mouse pad.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. Okay, and then here, and then your HDMI cord. Okay, your power cord. Up here. Yep, okay. Got all that. It's almost like Mary Poppins, isn't it? You know, getting in her bag. You know how that goes. And when I say Mary Poppins, because not only can you do word processing, because it does have Microsoft 12 on it, so you have all the access: Excel, Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Publisher. You have all that on there, but it also has movies. It's got over 20 plus movies. One of them being the old version, the original version of Mary Poppins. Okay, and it's got Jurassic Park.
You're kidding. All of them loaded
It's got them all loaded, and all you have to do is just plug all of this into your TV, and you have access to all of those movies. Very nice. So we also have something that they can use as well, if they're a little bit more technology minded. They have access to Vudu, which is where we store our movies. So they can actually go into Vudu and watch everything that we have on Vudu. Wow. But right now the movies are downloaded, so I took it home as an example and to try it out, because I don't have very good internet connection. I live way out of town towards Omaha. And so what I had to do was I had to watch what was downloaded, because my internet wasn't strong enough to stream movies. It was too spotty. Gotcha. It came in and out. And remember that we do, with any technology, you do have some bugs to work out. And so far we're doing pretty good. People are coming in and saying, you know, this might be an issue or that might be an issue, but so far they're just very minor issues that are happening. And again, it's a computer. It really is everything.
Got everything you want.
So it's got everything on there that you want. And it's one of the name brands now that people are getting really into the Lenovo. And you know, it used to be some of those other names, but yeah, very, very handy, very high checkout. Right now we have 6. At this point, we have 6. But again, if it goes and if it works out really well, then what we'll do is we will add more to it. Yep. But again, it's very popular. Students, you have to be in good standing. So that's the only good thing, or the bad thing about it. You have to have 6 months of good standing within the library. You have to have a library card. You have to be 18 years or older. Okay. And I think I got everything on that. Let's see. Yes, that's what we have. Yeah, very simple. Very simple. I can even use it. So, you know what? I used to be really good technology-wise, but all of these new things that are coming out, you know, it's kind of difficult to understand exactly what you're supposed to do. But this is easy. I could do it. I could
and
say,
you took it home and tried it.
And I took it home and I did try it. I did try it. Yeah. So what do you think? You think maybe you might be able to do something like that?
I think I could even use that thing, especially with the instruction sheet. It looks like it's very self-explanatory.
Very self-explanatory.
Yeah, I like
let me grab that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, there
so
you
again,
go.
it's color. It's got everything in there.
Even I could hook that up.
Even you could do that.
You know, Ginger, when you talk, just had Chris Kendall in with the Boone County Senior Wellness Center, which I'm one of those seniors. And, you know, senior living, being a senior has lots of pluses to it because you've got lots of experiences in life. However, when it comes to technology sometimes, my grandkids that are 4 and 5 can do a much better job with this than I can. And I actually work around it a little bit. But it's amazing.
It is.
If you keep it simple, a lot of people will utilize it.
And you know what, Dennis, actually one of the other things that is my goals for next year are to have classes for some of the seniors or some of the people that just haven't had access to any of the technology. So we'll have devices where we can set them up and let people come in and learn how to use them.
That's a good point.
So
that's a good idea. Now, you purchased these already. Did you have to take that out? Did you have any grants money or anything, or did you just take it out of your?
We did not. We just took it out of our budget. We just thought it was a very needed
addition.
A very needed addition to the library. And remember, we want to be the center of the community, so we want to make sure that we offer everybody not only the books, not only the movies that we have in house. You know, we want to offer them technology, everything that would bring them into this time period.
Yes.
You know, and you have to be relevant, and I believe the library is very relevant and will stay relevant as long as we continue to provide items such as these for the public.
You know, I actually was talking to someone, and I'm sure you get this quite often, but about reading, and I used to read a lot. I must say, when I traveled before I got into this area, this business, but I don't read as much as I used to. And reading is very important, I think, for all ages, and even seniors. I think it keeps you sharper, whether you're reading on a computer or reading a book or whatever. I think it's a very important part of our lifestyle that it keeps you abreast of what's going on, and plus it gives you opportunities to read novels or whatever you may be into. And the library, I think sometimes people forget about the library because we're in a technology world, and you've moved into that world. You've got both.
Yes.
You've got the way it used to be, and you got the way it is today.
We do.
And that's fantastic.
Yes.
I think that helps a lot of people.
Well, you know, it's funny. I sat next to a very well-known gentleman in the area at one of the meetings recently, and he had mentioned that he had read an article in the Democrat Gazette. And he had said, he asked me if I read it, and I said I hadn't got to read that yet, but he had mentioned that there were 2 components that you need to have a very successful community and a town square and all of that. He said one of them is a theater. We have the Lyric. Number 2 is the public library. We have the public library. They're all right there. They're in the center.
Which is fantastic.
Yes.
For a town our size,
yes.
If you think about it. So, well, listen, I think this is a great program. Check it out. If you need to check with Ginger or any of the staff down there, they can tell you about it. They've got these to check out and take them home and then bring them back. Got movies on them and so forth.
Yes.
Ginger, thanks for coming in. Happy holidays to you.
Thank you.
It's
I'm
always
so
a pleasure
excited
to have you come in, and we look forward to next week's show.
Yes.
We'll have Tina Farmer from the library, and we're going to specialize in talking about genealogy for that part of the show. So join us next week. Thanks for bringing that in. And
you're welcome.
And happy holidays again, and we'll see you after the first of the year.
Okay, sounds great. Thanks you.
Thanks for joining us on our Connection show this week. We hope we brought some information to you perhaps you didn't know about. We'll see you again next time.
Each year at Christmas time, we focus on giving, the giving of gifts and the giving of our time to loved ones. This year, Shelby's Gifts, just north of the Harrison Square, wants to help you give more than ever. Our owner, Shelby, is currently battling cancer, and in her honor, 3% of every purchase made at Shelby's during the month of December will be given to the American Cancer Society, a cause near and dear to our hearts this year. So come by and let us help you find the perfect gift so that you can give more than ever this holiday season. And don't forget, free gift wrap.
Local television worth watching. KTKO Channel 8, Harrison.